Once upon a time, in a vast, sun-drenched desert, there grew a beautiful red rose. Its petals were the color of a summer sunset, soft as velvet, and its fragrance was a sweet perfume that danced on the wind. The rose was incredibly proud of its looks. It would often admire its own reflection in the morning dew. "I am the most beautiful flower in this entire desert," it would boast to anyone who would listen. Next to this magnificent rose stood a cactus. The cactus was covered in sharp, prickly thorns, and its appearance was rough and plain. The rose couldn't stand being neighbors with such an unattractive plant. Every day, it would taunt the cactus. "What a useless plant you are," the rose would sneer. "You're so ugly and covered in thorns. No one would ever want to touch you. Look at me. Everyone admires my beauty." The cactus, kind and humble, never responded to the rose's insults. It simply stood there, quietly enduring the heat and the rose's constant mockery. Other plants in the garden tried to reason with the rose. The pine tree would say, "Rose, you shouldn't judge by appearances." The cactus has its own purpose, but the rose was too full of itself to listen. It believed beauty was the only thing that mattered. Then the seasons changed. The desert grew hotter and hotter. The days were long and scorching, and the rain stopped falling. The ground became dry and cracked. The beautiful rose, once so vibrant, began to wilt. Its bright red petals started to lose their color and droop. Its leaves turned brown and crispy. The rose felt its life slowly draining away. It was desperate for just a single drop of water. In its despair, the rose looked over at the cactus. To its surprise, the cactus looked just as it always had, green, strong, and full of life. It didn't seem bothered by the relentless heat at all. Then the rose saw something amazing. Sparrows and other birds would fly to the cactus, peck at its tough skin with their beaks, and then fly away refreshed. The rose was bewildered. It turned to the wise old pine tree and asked, "What are those birds doing? Where are they getting water?" The pine tree explained, "They're drinking from the cactus. The cactus has stored a lot of water inside its body. It's prepared 4 times like these." The rose looked at the cactus in a new light. It was amazed that the plant it had called ugly and useless was now a source of life for others. Feeling ashamed of its past behavior, the rose hesitantly called out to the cactus, "Cactus, I'm so sorry. I've been so cruel to you, and I was wrong. I'm dying of thirst. Could you please spare me some water?" The humble cactus, without a moment's hesitation, kindly agreed. "Of course, dear friend," it replied warmly. "The birds can help. They will bring you water from me." Immediately, the sparrows flew over, took water from the cactus, and dropped it onto the rose's roots. The rose drank greedily and slowly. Its petals regained their color and strength. From that day on, the rose was a changed flower. It understood a profound lesson. True beauty is unjust about what you look like on the outside. It's about the kindness, strength, and goodness you hold within. The rose never again judged another plant by its appearance. The proud rose and the humble cactus became the best of friends, living side by side, each appreciating the other's unique qualities. But their story serves as a beautiful reminder that what truly matters is not how we look, but who we are on the inside. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this story brought a little warmth to your day. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a like and consider subscribing for more stories. See you next time.